Hi, my name's Al Rounds, and I'd like to share with you my experience in painting that I did of the St. George Temple in about 1878 or 79. This painting came about, I was down in St. George and I wanted to do a painting of the St. George Temple. And so I did my usual thing where I drive around and walk around and hike around, go up in the mountains, look down on it. I just fill myself full of lots of images until I find something that matches the feeling I have. I get really strong impressions about what I need to do, and even though I can't see an image in my head, as I drive around and hike around, eventually the image matches up with my feeling and I know what to paint. But in this particular case, I was up in the Daughters of the Utah Pioneer building, uptown from the temple, and I saw a city plot map of the temple in the temple lot in 1877. And I noticed on that map that the temple was on the very east end of town, and that all the rest of the town was way west of it. And I could see that if I just took like a pie piece, a visual pie piece, like a bird's eye view, I could see the temple without seeing any of the city, and the tabernacle, or all the other city. There were a lot of houses there, but I could see that without, so the temple would just be sitting all by itself. And then I went over to the Cottom's home, and Calvin Cottom was a good friend of mine. And we were in his backyard, and he was telling me about this mulberry tree that his grandfather had planted that was a pioneer settler there. And he was telling me about how the irrigation ditch went past this tree. And I did, which is pretty typical of what I do, I climbed up in the tree to see if I could see my idea from his house. And I could see from that tree I could see the temple even then sitting pretty much by itself. And so it kind of cemented the idea for me. But I think it's really important that I was able to climb that tree, because in this picture, so I included an irrigation ditch in it, and just because that's what fed, the beauty of the land down there completely, even more so than up here. And then in this angle, you can see the temple all by itself with the red rocks behind it. And still, this is one of my favorite paintings, just because of the wonderful experience I had with my friends and just being able to find this painting. If you like this video, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Shop in store at our gallery located in City Creek, or online at alrounds.com.